18 of MLB 19, managing the St. Louis Cardinals. I'm your host, ZD Zach Dawson of the Iamacreator community. I was going to go live last night, but I felt a little more tired after work and going to be getting back from Subway. But the good thing is, I don't have to be back till tomorrow. But thank goodness I'm off today and Wednesday of this week. As we speak, at this point. If you guys want to catch more MLB 19 in the chat every 1 to 2 days a week. You guys will always have a good time when it's coming out of Zombie Gaming or from James Cox of the Iamacreator group. Be sure to hit that red support button if you guys are new from Zombie Gaming for sure. You guys can also smash that like button, tweet it out, say a comment, add them to a playlist. The more we expand, guys, the more we grow together. Like I said, shout out to Zombie Gaming. He's going to be live around 12 o'clock in the afternoon today, so I will be jumping in with them later. And I think I'll be at Subway before then. There's also anyone in the chat that does have a Twitter. You can do so by following me on Twitter anytime you like. I'll be watching our videos in full. Like them in full, share them, tweet them out, add them to a playlist. We're all good to go so far today, guys. And we never ask for support back. And we will also get some IGN news. Actually, we don't have very many today, but there's been a lot of articles coming out of Comic-Con before the start of the weekend. So, but yeah, we do have some good stuff coming in your way so far today, and see what we got in tech. So let's get underway. As it will be the 5-9 Cardinals in Game 2 in Cincinnati, taking on the 10-4 Reds. Reds won the first one 3-2. So like I said, it will be 5-9 Cardinals taking on the 10-4 Reds in Cincinnati. On the mound in Game 2 in Cincinnati, on the mound for the 5-9 Cardinals of the season, is Daniel Ponce de Leon. He has a 2-0, 1-loss record. 10 strikeouts, 71 ERA. On the mound for the 10-4 Reds is Scott Falafani. 2-0 as well, 13 strikeouts, 1.10 ERA. But yeah, we tried to do this last time, and apparently there was a terrible disc injection. So let's see what happens so far today. So there you go. On the mound for the 5-9 Cardinals will be Daniel Ponce de Leon. He is 2-0 with 71 ERA. And here's the starting lineup for the 5-9 Cardinals this season. Every 1 to 2 days a week on the schedule in the chat. Leading off will be third baseman Tommy Edman. Batting second baseman Colin Wong. Paul Goldschmidt is at first base. Marcell Ozuna is left fielder. Paul DeZong is batting fifth at shortstop. Tyrone Neal is batting sixth in center field. Batting seventh is right fielder Jose Martinez. Yadier Molina's the catcher, and batting ninth, the pitcher for the 5-9 Cardinals on the mound, Daniel Ponce de Leon. Paul Goldschmidt with a 158 average would have to sit out for today's contest. Same with Marcell Ozuna, guys. A break today, only managing a 61 average. Ezra Kinzer has been playing, so he'll be getting a spot in the lineup. But other than that, guys, how is everyone doing this morning? Hope you guys are good. I gotta tell you, working the last couple of days, it was tiring, it was busy. For what it was worth, and, you know. I mean, I was going to do Doom Eternal last night, but like I said, my ass was tired, to be honest, and hanged out at Subway for a while. Was actually, you know, hanging out with my good Subway family, and you know, I've been relaxing. And also, I also did get a hold of my pudding yesterday, but I mean, I was gonna be up a little bit more last night, but apparently I didn't. Like I said, I was tired, basically coming out of the heat, and you know, so on and so forth. So on the mound for the 10-4 Reds, in Game 2 in Cincinnati is Anthony DeSclafani, making the third start of the series, 2-0 record, 1.10 ERA, and 11 hits. And leading off will be Tommy Edman, 5'9" Cardinals, batting 246 for stolen bases. Left-handed, right-handed batter. Strike one in the middle. Hopefully no disconnections today, guys. I mean, we had a couple of them earlier this week. So let's hope we don't get the same result. Now, as far as the other movies go, there was a couple of good movies that were on over the weekend. One up top, 1-1. The temperature is 55 degrees, partly cloudy, 3 miles per hour, to left field. Marlins 4, Phillies 2 in Miami. Comes to 1-1 by the Scuffleovany. Ball 2. 2-1. And the good thing is, baseball is back on ESPN, back to the TV channels, due to the coronavirus, but I don't think it's that bad. There'll be a pop-up to left. Foul territory, and that's foul, strike 2. His speed was 63 miles per hour. It's like swing, that'll be a strikeout. He throws the first baseman, 1 away for the Cardinals. So yeah, we have some idea news for you guys so far today, and we'll get to some of that a little bit later. There's the starting lineup for the 5-9 Cardinals. Colin Wong's batting second, with batting 226. He leads the 5-9 Cardinals of slugging percentage with a 321 average. And here's Colin Wong, second baseman. 226, 1 home run, 2 ribbies. Red Sox 10, Orioles 5 in Boston. So basically, since baseball has been back for the last couple of days, it's only a 60-game season, in which 60 games is actually pretty much fair. Favorable or average, but I don't know. I think I might watch a game of baseball today, between either Red Sox Mets, which my buddy Al Red Sox fan is actually became a I think he's a good fan of what do you call it, the Go-Go Mets, as he calls it, and the Boston Red Sox, I would assume. I don't think he's a fan of the Yankees, so no. But yeah, also shout out to ID Zester and Sports Time Machine as well for that. We fly-ball to left center field, and he makes the catch defensively. That's second out for the Cardinals. Rangers 1, Athletics 1 in Texas. But it's all good. Well, like I said earlier, guys, in the chat, I will be with Zombie, which I know a lot of you guys will, with me around 12 o'clock today, in the afternoon. I don't know if my friend's going to be with me in the chat for it, but it all depends. That'll bring up first baseman Matt Carpenter. He had this player with 998 career hits so far for us so far today. But yeah, work yesterday was a little more busy, but the good thing is I did drink a couple bottles of water for you guys, and for you guys when I was not live in the chat last night. So I was tired and getting back from Subway, and you know, not having a hard time or anything, but drinking 2 bottles of water to get on this heat with my mask on, it was hot. It was real hot at the end, but I'm okay. I mean, that's what everybody would want to do. If you're working outside in the heat, it's an important thing to drink plenty of water. Without to it. That'll be fly ball to left, foul ball to the left, strike 2. Comes to 2-2 by Squaffany. Ball 3 and 2. On deck is Harrison Batter. He is on deck. But as far as the tornadoes or the hurricanes, when it comes to names like Douglas, Hannah, I really don't give a crap about that. Check swing. And that'll be a strikeout instead of a walk, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for the Cardinals in game 2 in Cincinnati. Excuse me, not 1, but game 2. Go to bottom of the first. Cardinals nothing. Reds coming up to bat.
Number 62 will be on the
and on the mound for the 5-9 Cardinals will be Daniel Ponce de Leon in game 2 in Cincinnati, the state of Ohio. De Leon's making his third start, 2-0 record, 71 ERA, and he has given up 7 hits and 10 strikeouts to his credit. Due up for the Reds, be number 3, perhaps. Will be Evan Galvis. This pitched by De Leon. Strike 1 at the bottom. But yeah, hopefully no disconnection today, guys. But speaking of that, tonight, since I'm off the rest of today, go back tomorrow from 8 to 3. You guys will have a new episode of Swing and a Miss to the Left, strike 2. Paul Guerrero, 26 games. What's going on, Paul? How you doing? Are you coming out of Paul? I mean, are you striking him out and looking, and that's the first out for the Reds. But strikeout for Ponce de Leon. So Paul, are you from Zombie Gaming, or are you from a different community of the Iamacreator group? But how you doing? That's the starting lineup for the 10-4 Reds.
I love watching this guy.
And that'll bring in Jesse Winker, left fielder. 304, 2 home runs, 6 ribbies. Left-handed batter.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
So yeah, tonight you guys will have a new episode of The Last of Us Part 2. And what we're hoping to do, we're hoping to continue to improvise and have a little more continuation. See how well we're doing inside the story. You guys haven't had a new episode of it for a little while. Well, 2-0. So yeah, new episode of Last Part 2 tonight, and then tomorrow you guys will have Borderlands 3. What's last week? But we actually did something real good last week. White Sox 2, Yankees 1 in New York City. Rays 3, Blue Jays 2 in Toronto. Swing and a miss, W strike 2, 2-2. Type 1 in the chat if you guys can hear me. Ball 3. MLB 19 play. Ah, nice. But yeah, I still do new episodes. But when it comes to disconnections, I get a little bit upset due to the fact that, it's not containing. 3-2. And he struck him out. Big strikeout, big second out for the Reds. Second strikeout for Ponce de Leon. He is on the mound for the 5-9 Cardinals today. Rangers 1, Athletics 1 in Texas. Here comes the power hitter, first baseman Zoe Votto. 222, 1 home run and 3 RBIs driven in. So yeah, tonight will be The Last of Us Part 2. I think we're doing quite well with the story. And quite well with the series, so since most of us are preparing to get the PS5 later this year, and I am planning on maybe getting the regular PS5 instead of digital, because if no one tries to get the regular PS5 due to the going into Christmas time, it's like how are we going to be able to foul ball to left, strike 2? It's like, how are we going to play PS4 games? If you go digital, you won't have an opportunity. Most of us won't have an opportunity if we buy digital. But it's all good. Foul ball to right, strike 2. But let me ask you this, Paul. Are you getting the PS5 this year? If they take pre-orders, I may want to have an opportunity, but if I don't, I might wait till Christmas time to get to it. But it all depends what we're opening with. So yeah, The Last of Us Part 2 will be tonight, 1 and 2. Ball 2. So Paul, are you getting either the PS5 Digital was just playing the PS5 games or getting the regular to play PS4 games on that as well. I mean, I don't see that being a problem. 2-2 by DeLeon. Swing and a miss. Basic strikeout and the inning is over. And I'm still a Tigers guy too, so it's not all too bad. Game 2 in Cincinnati. We go to top of the second. Cardinals nothing, Reds nothing. Due up for the Cardinals will be left fielder Harrison Bader. He has a 250 average. So it all depends. I mean, I'm getting plenty of games for the PS5 beginning next year. And what's of course, the very first one I will be getting is Assassin's Creed Valhalla. But that'll be after I buy the PS5, so. But the last pre-order for this year, for the PS4, since it'll be reaching, my console will be reaching almost 6 years, on October 24th. Ball 1 to the right, 1 and 2. Nationals 1, Pirates 1, and Washington. And that game's going to be, that'll be ground ball to right center field, picked up by defensively. He throws the first, 1 away for the Cardinals. And that game will be, guys, White Sox Legion. That'll be coming out for PS4, Xbox One, and PC on October 29th. October 29th, guys. So I'm definitely touching base on that, as that will be my last pre-order for this console. I don't think I'm going to pre-order anymore after that, because I made 4 or 5 good pre-orders this year for the console. Brings up Paul DeJong, so it's 189, 1 home run, 2 ribbies. Which I don't think it'll be a level of a major concern, basically. But people have to do what anybody has to do. Red Sox 11, Orioles 5 in Boston. But if you were to name a couple of the first 5 investments for the PS5, Paul, what would those first few games be? And do you think Assassin's Creed Valhalla would be part of it? Let me know in the chat. I mean, I would expect to buy Valhalla, because, you know, it finally got a release date. I did watch a trailer event. It does look really good. But that game's coming out on November 17th. That'll be foul ball to right, strike 2, 1 and 2. And I'm also, oh yeah, my last pre-order is, what do you call it? Cyberpunk, excuse me. Cyberpunk 2077. That won't be out until November 19th, so I'm pretty much good to go to pick that up too. But I won't put an approval on it yet for my work schedule. Struck him out to the left. That's the second out for the Cardinals. The strike out by the Scolafany. Morning, Nico. How you doing, buddy? And I also have to say it is good to be back instead of going live last night. I mean, I wanted to for Doom Eternal, but I didn't. I was just tired. I wanted to sleep in and, you know, a couple of good stuff. Maybe to the left, 0-1. You guys also want to catch more MLB 19 every 1 to 2 days a week. Swing and a miss at the bottom, 0-2. Dal O'Neill's batting 200. That's good. But how was your weekend so far today, Nico? With most of us, like I said, we'll be jumping with Zombie this afternoon, so ball 1 and 2. And if there's also anyone in the chat that does have a Twitter, you can do so. But follow me on Twitter anytime you'd like, and see how good my content is. It's been really good. Since I'll be reaching 6 years for the PS4, and on the PS4 around October 24th, struck him out swinging, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down for the Cardinals. Game 2 in Cincinnati. Go to bottom of the second. Cardinals nothing, Reds nothing. Where am I from, buddy? Oh yeah, I'm from Ohio, my man. Of United States, perhaps. Due up for the Reds will be Junio Suez, third baseman. 250, 3 home runs, 7 ribbies. If you guys do have a Twitter in the chat, you guys can follow me on Twitter anytime you'd like.
And he gets ahead with the curveball.
Well, we watch our videos in full. We'd like them in full. Share them, tweet them out, add them to a playlist. And for most of you that are with me, with Zombie Gaming, the way to get support is by paying it forward and being rewarded. But where are you from, Nico? If you don't mind me asking, my man. If you don't mind me asking. Ball 2. That'd be to the left, 2-1. But yeah, we share them in full, add them to a playlist, and we never ask for support back. But yeah, you'll get support back as long as you pay it forward, leave a comment outside of a video when somebody's live. That's the important thing. Ground ball center field. Gets picked up, and that will be a single. So a single for the Reds. Padres 1, D-backs nothing in Arizona. So we're going to get some Isaiah news right now, guys, for this morning. So let's get down to it. Get to that in a second. That'll bring up right fielder Austin, Texas. Nice. Kind of like the home of the Dallas Cowboys of the NFL. But I do know MLB's back, soccer's back. Basketball's back for a good reason. Run on first, nobody out. The pitch by DeLeon. Foul ball to left, strike 1. So far we're doing so good without disconnections today. Strike 2 to the left, 0-2. So we're going to start with this article first, after this pitch. Ground ball center field again. It'll get down, and that'll be a single. Rays 3, Blue Jays 2 in Toronto, so a single for the Reds. Ground ball center field. First and second, nobody out. The pitch by DeLeon. Strike 1 up top, 0-1. Indians 3, Royals 2 in Kansas City. Brings up Das Vandermeer, second baseman. 341, 2 home runs, 10 ribbies. Strike 2 at the bottom. But yeah, I've never been to Texas. I've only been a couple of states between the group and also my love and I. We went a couple of good states over the years. The pitch is low, and the runner from first goes to second. Second goes to third. And that will be scored as a wild pitch. That would be 1-2. So let's start with some bad news. According to Adam Bankhurst, if you guys have seen the movie called Gone with the Wind, The Snake Pit, or The Adventures of Robin Hood, this actor was actually in it. And also, Gone with the Wind was out back in the 1950s. I have seen the movie. Not in full, but struck him out at the bottom. That'd be the first out for the Reds. Well, strike out by Ponce de Leon. He's looking okay on the mound for the 5-9 Cardinals. And there's a defensive lineup, as stated. So according to Adam Bankhurst, Olivia de Havilland, the 2-time Oscar. Have a good day, buddy. Keep up the good work. Brings up center fielder Scott Scobler. 256, 1 ribby. Second and third, 1 out.
Here comes the first pitch.
Ball 1 to the bottom, 1-0. We'll get back to this article in just a second, guys. Hold on. Foul ball to left, strike 1. I mean, I haven't seen Gone with the Wind, but I know most of you guys in the chat have. My opponent has as well, but I wouldn't even try to know where to begin on that. But I do know Gone with the Wind has been getting some good views. Foul ball to right, strike 2. I mean, I would think so, because I know a couple of good actors that are in there. But I haven't seen the movie, to be honest. But I've heard some good views. That'd be foul ground, and it'll be favorable to left center field. Oh my goodness. And that would be a 2 RBI double. 2-run double by Scribbler. As the Reds strike first, I mean in Game 2 in Cincinnati, as the Reds strike first, it's 2-0 Reds. Game 2 in Cincinnati. 2-0 Reds. Bottom of the second, runner at second, bottom of the second, 1 out.
Standing in now, Tucker Barnhart.
Ball 1 to the right, 1-0. Brings up Tucker Barnhart, the catcher. 294, 1 home run, 4 ribbies.
The 1-0 is laid off for
Ball 2 up top. So basically, Olivia de Havilland, she was actually a 2-time Oscar winner. Swinging and miss at the bottom. Strike 1, 2-1. There'll be fly ball to left center field. And he makes the catch, the second out for the Reds. As the runner will hold at second. So yeah, this actor was actually in Gone with the Wind, The Adventures of Robin Hood, and The Snake Pit, and The Harris. I mean, I haven't seen The Snake Pit. Leon nods his head. There'll be foul ball to left, strike 1. Leon's given up 7 balls, 16 strikes, total 23. Comes number 24. Next swing, ball 1, 1-1. The Harris, no. I've never seen that either. Ball 2, 2-1. But yeah, apparently she passed away at the age of 104 years old. As reported by THR, de Havilland, who was last remaining star of Gone with the Wind, passed away yesterday on July 26th of this month. Big ground ball to first. He gets there defensively, and the side is retired. Reds give up 2 and 3 hits. In Game 2 in Cincinnati, we go to top of the third. Reds 2, Cardinals nothing. Due up for the Cardinals is right fielder Jose Martinez. 100 average, 1 home run, 3 ribbies. 5-9 Cardinals looking to build up steam, create some momentum. So yeah, she passed away yesterday, the same as Regis Philbin, the other day. So from natural causes at her home in Paris. And when she actually lived in Paris for 60 years. Publicist Lisa Goldberg announced the news on that. So yeah, she passed away at the age of 104, guys. Which I think it's a real good age. An old age, but it's not bad. And he makes the catch defensively, 1 out for the Cardinals. But it's all good. So basically, I don't know. I mean, I have heard of the movie Gone with the Wind. Robin Hood. I mean, not the Adventures of Robin Hood, but the Harris is on. I haven't seen the Harris either. Based from what anybody has seen. Brings up Andrew Kistner, the catcher. Here's the pitch by Desclafani. Type 1 and the chat, you guys are still intact. From our good buddy, Zombie Gaming. He will be live around 12 o'clock today, so. Next swing, strike 2, 0-2. But most of us will be in there, for sure. There's also trailers of no tow trucks behind Mars. That's nice. Unboxing Alien and Predator. Comic-Con exclusives from NECA. Huh. Here comes the 1 and 2. It's like swing struck him out, and that's second out for the Cardinals. There's also the 100 special video presentation and Q&A official panel. Super Mario 64. Source code leak that may have confirmed that Luigi, Mario's brother, by the way, guys, or retard brother, apparently he was going to be planned to be a playable character in Super Mario 64. Which I've played one of them on that, on the Nintendo system, but I haven't touched base on a lot of it. But I mean, I thought the game was not bad from what anybody has seen. From what most of us have played. Swing and a miss, strike 2, 1 and 2. Rangers 7, Athletics 1, and Texas. So basically, according to Adam Bankhurst, strike him out looking to the right, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for the Cardinals. Game 2 in Cincinnati. For the bottom of the third, Reds 2, Cardinals nothing. And due up for the Reds, back to the lineup, is Freddie Galvis, shortstop. He is 0 for 1 with a strikeout his first time. Game 2 in Cincinnati. A recent link of a Nintendo source code has potentially revealed that some long-kept development secrets of some of our Nintendo classics, including that Luigi was planned to be playable in Super Mario 64. In which basically, he's actually been playable on different Mario games with him, basically. Luigi's possible inclusion in Super Mario 64 was part of a much larger leak of Nintendo data to such games such as, for example, I'll tell you in a second, 1-0 count by DeLeon. That'd be ground ball center field, picked up by his second. He throws to the first, 1 away for the Reds. Okay, let me get back to it. But yeah, the games are The Legend of Zelda, Ocarina of Time, Super Mario World 2, Yoshi's Island, Star Fox 2, and Super Mario Kart as far as the others go. Brings up Jess Winger, left fielder, he's 0 for 1, with strikeout his first time. Game 2 in Cincinnati. I mean, I have heard a couple of them for sure, but I don't know if I've played Ocarina of Time of The Legend of Zelda. I mean, I played some good Legend of Zelda games, that's why I pretty much stopped playing Breath of the Wild for the Switch, is because there's a lot of big stuff on that. Big ground ball center field. Throws to the first completely with a good opportunity. Out number 2 for the Reds. Super Mario Kart I've played plenty of times. Brings up Joey Votto, first baseman. He struck out his first time. Leon nods his head. Ball 1 up top, 1-0. As reported by VZC, there was an early build of Super Mario 64 calling it Ultra 64 Mario Brothers, and it also contains files that reference Luigi. Modders have taken these files and have begun recreating Mario's brother, and the results are pretty great. I'm pretty sure that's pretty nice. Tigers 4, Twins nothing in Minnesota. Ground ball center field again. It should end the inning, and it does. Throws to first baseman, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for the Reds. Game 2 in Cincinnati. Good elevation of the crowd. At the top of the 4th, Reds 2, Cardinals nothing. Due up for the Cardinals. Third baseman number 19, Tommy Edman. He's 0 for 1. Strikeout his first time. The 5-9 Cardinals looking to get some runs on the board, hopefully. First up, guys, is an image of at Comet Metal with Luigi's head on Mario's body, which could also have been a horror game in some alternate universe. Now, as I look at this head, guys, well, I think Luigi's head is not bad, but I think with Mario's trousers, I think it sounds okay. Marlins 5, Phillies 3 in Miami. I mean, it does look okay, but I've always thought these two good brothers in the Mario franchise have been coming a long way for a long time. But I haven't played much of Mario 64, to be honest. I mean, I've been Super Mario World a lot of times. The game is always good, based on the graphics, the gameplay, and the levels, even though people get die from them every now and then. Foul ball on the left, strike 2. Spangle Z. Kangley Kankley.
The 1-2.
He pretty much also the complete model as well. It's like swing, struck him out. First out for the Cardinals.
Well, it's been a rough series.
Rockies 1, Giants nothing in San Francisco. Doesn't look like Luigi. Now this image, guys, from Spankle. They completed the model, but it's not the Photoshop this time. So, I mean, you've got Luigi in his blue and green trousers, his white gloves on his left and right, and pretty much his head. So. Well, but basically Mario's pretty much, I mean, the trousers that Mario has, he has blue and red, and Luigi has blue and green, so those are good colors. Colin Wong's 0 for 1 for line out his first time, Game 2 in Cincinnati. Comes the 0-1 by Desclafani. Ball went to the right, 1-1. But White Sox 3, Yankees 2, the final in New York City. Ball 2, 2-1. But it's also, guys, this isn't the first time we've heard that Luigi was going to be a playable character and that'd be foul ball to home base, strike 2. That Luigi, that he was going to be a playable character in Mario 64. That'd be ground ball to left center field, it'll get down. And that will be a single. So a single for the Cardinals. Tigers 5, Twins nothing in Minnesota. And Shigeru Miyamoto had previously stated that Nintendo was planning on including him in a Mario Brothers style minigame. Runner at first, 1 out. Top of the 4th, 2-0 Reds in Game 2 in Cincinnati. Strike 1 to the right, 0-1. Brings up Matt Carpenter, the first baseman. Struck out his first time, and he is 0 for 1. Astros 1, Mariners nothing in Seattle. Get to more of it in a second. Strike 2 to the upper right corner, 0-2. Cubbies 2, Angels nothing in Chicago. Comes the 0-2 offering. Struck him out, looking. That's the second out for the Cardinals. 8th strikeout by Desclafani already. He's doing pretty well on the mound for the 10-4 Reds. But because most users probably only have that one controller, when they first buy their N64, which is actually a long time that it's been out, for that reason and others, we decided not to. So basically, this search for Luigi has been going on since Super Mario 64 was released back in 1996 with this good amount of money with the N64 game launch. But yeah, it also came to, Mario 64 was also for the Nintendo DS as well, combined with the 3DS system. Back when you had a couple of good Mario games over the years. It's like swing at the bottom, 1 and 2. So yeah, Mario 64, 64, Wii, Wii U, and IQ. Back in 1996, it's been out. I was only like, he struck him out again. The side is retired. But yeah, I was only like 3 years old, basically. Game 2 in Cincinnati. Go to bottom of the 4th. Reds 2, Cardinals nothing. So that's basically a good opportunity. So there's really not much to have going forward. Let's get right to it. Hideo Kojima is in talks with Zanzi Itu about a possible horror game. So according to Adam Bankus, Hideo Kojima has spoken to horror manga Zanzi Itu about a horror-based game that he may be working on soon. Due up for the Reds is Junio Suez, third baseman. He's over to run, singled, and he is 1 for 1. He's a pitch by DeLeon. Strike 1 inside.
This guy's
1.
cruising along, pitching well.
Excuse
as we
me.
enter the middle innings of this one.
I've also been up
Less
before
than
6 o'clock today,
60%
but
of his
I'm
first pitches
all
have
right.
been for strikes. If he can clean that up a
Plus,
little
my
bit,
opponent's
he
going to
could
be
really roll
be
into
having
the later
exercise
innings in this
every Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday with her sister that likes me. But and also, my opponent and I have also been together for 11:28 today too. So, I mean, I was going to try to make a call clear last night, but like I said, as I said earlier, as I stated earlier in the chat, I was tired, basically. Strike him out outside the zone, big strikeout, and that's the first out for the Reds. Big strikeout by Punch to Leon. And supported by comicbook.com, excuse me. I too was being interviewed by Viz Media during Comic-Con and home of this year's 2020. It was asked as well if he was currently involved in any video game development. Well, Hideo Kojima has been doing that for a long time. When his very first company that he parted ways with was Konami. It was actually 25 to 30 years, possibly, with Metal Gear Solid. And now, pretty much, Death Stranding. So coming out with a sequel to that for next year. With Death Stranding is also for PC and our current Zen consoles. Ball 2. 2 and 1. Iamacreator is 1 for 1. Ido, who was working with Kojima and Guillermo del Toro on the Castle Silent Hills project, he went on to say something quite interesting. Foul ball to right, strike 2. 2 and 2.
So the count goes to 2 and 2 now. You pull a fastball like that, you got to tell
ground ball to left, and that will get down to the left center field. That will be a single. So a single for the Reds. And also made a cameo in Death Stranding. Confirmed that he was in talks about a potential new horror game project, and Kojima invited him to work on it. It was actually really nice of him. See what kind of horror game that they're going to be making next. What Kojima's going to be making. Brings up Josh Vandermeer. He is 0 for 1 with strikeout in the second inning. Game 2 in Cincinnati. Runner at first, 1 out. Strike 2, 0 and 2. So translator Zunga Goda went on to say, so the simple answer is no. However, hold on, I'll tell you in a second. Hold on. Foul ball to right, strike 2.
Another 0-2 coming. There's a
foul ball to left, strike 2.
Drive headed for the right field corner, but this one will bend foul. Had plenty of distance.
Ball 1, 1 and 2. However, I do know director Kojima, and we have been in conversation that he might have a horror-based game that he may be doing. From top of the balance, actually. Struck him out. Big strikeout, and that's out number 2 for the Reds. Big strikeout by Ponce de Leon. He's looking a little more sharp on the mound for the 5-9 Cardinals today, the way I've been looking at it. So he has invited me to work on that, but there are no details on it yet. So it's actually been unclear at that point. While this Valve answers doesn't confirm that Kojima's next project will be a horror game, but it is great to see how he is trying to work with Ito after the promise of what could have been for Silent Hills. It would have been Kojima's previous project after Death Stranding. But Death Stranding's been getting some good views. Except Scott Scobler, he had 2 ribbies, double, and he's 1 for 1. He's also a center fielder.
0-1, here it comes.
Ball 1 at the bottom, 1 and 1 equals a sinker.
2 runs, 4 hits, and no errors in the game for Cincinnati.
Runner from first does steal second.
Not in time.
That is strike 2. So it's a runner at second, 2 outs. Then we ground ball to third. Picks it up, throws the first, and the inning is over. 3 outs in total.
1 left for Cincinnati.
Reds leave 1. Game 2 in Cincinnati. Go to top of the 5th inning. Reds 2, Cardinals nothing.
And back in Cincinnati as we check in with Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt.
But yeah, he did point out that Kazima did point out in a recent reveal that a big project was recently scrapped, and that his next game would not be anything related to PT or Metal Gear Solid. So yeah, whatever this horror game's going to be, I think most of us would expect to be a good one. Due out for the Cardinals is shortstop Paul DeZong. Struck out in the second inning. He is 0 for 1. You also have some stuff that are coming your way this week, guys. We've got Mega Dimension, Neptunia 7 coming to the Switch tomorrow. Ball to the right, 1-1. Philly 6, Marlins 5 in Miami, Florida. We also have a game called it's like Swing again. Strike 2, 1-2. Is Lost Wing coming to the PS4 tomorrow. Deep Blue Sea Ray for Blu-ray on demand. Struck him out. Another strikeout, and that's the first out for the Cardinals. Cubbies 3, Angels nothing in Chicago. For PC, PS4, X1, we are going to be getting Destroy All Humans. That'll be coming out tomorrow. So I think it'll be good. Here comes center fielder Tyrell O'Neill. Struck out in second, he's 0 for 1. So far today we've got Don't Look Deeper. That's actually a newcomer movie. So I have no plan of seeing that. From Avatar to Spider-Man, the 13 biggest movie delays. Sex Swing again. Couldn't swing it in time, 0-2. Squaffany's given up 19 balls, 45 strikes, total of 64. 0-2 offering. And he struck him out too. Throws the first baseman, wow. That's the second out for the Cardinals. Daredevil actor accuses Marvel's TV Zeb Loeb proposably minimizing Asian characters. Jose Martinez is 0 for 1 for pop out in the third inning.
Here's the first pitch to him. And he'll try to
I probably am not going to jump on that, since I haven't seen Daredevil, to be honest. We're getting some of those rights. There's also Masters of the Illustrated. Strike 1 in bottom right, 1-1. Film poster of the sequel. The Origami King House of Riddles Guide. That'll be ground ball center field. Picks it up defensively, throws to first, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down for the Cardinals. For the bottom of the 5th, Reds 2, Cardinals nothing. Due up for the Reds is Tucker Barnhart. Gets him. He's flown out in the second, he's 0 for 1. Composer Squares Game Cell. That might be a little something that some of us can check out sometime. Ball 1 up top, 1-0. Mariners 3, Astros 1 in Seattle. Strike 1, 1-1 at the side of the zone. Halo Infinite's. Halo Infinite's campaign only supports 2-player local split screen. Well, what is that coming out of, guys? Well, let me look into that. Ball 2.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
I'll look at it in just a minute. 2-1 count by DeLeon. Foul ball to right, strike 2. That's also 2-2.
The 2-2.
Struck him out to the right, and that's the first out for the Reds. 7th strikeout by DeLeon. He is trying to stay solid on the mound for the 5-9 Cardinals today. Game 2 in Cincinnati. According to Adam Bankhurst, 343 Industries has confirmed that Halo Infinite's campaign will support 2-player local split screen and up to 4 players online. So, we'll get to this one guy in a second. That's actually kind of like behind it. Strike one to the left, 0-1. Brings up Anthony into Squafany. The pitcher on the mound for the 10-4 Reds. He is 0 for 1 with ground out in the second inning. Ball 1, 1-1 perhaps. A guy by the name of Jerry Hook, the head of design at 343 Industries, talked to Twitter to clarify, while Halo Infinite will support 4-player split screen online opportunities for it, those playing locally, swing and a miss, strike 2. That's 1-2. Leon nods his head. And he's swung on and missed with strikeout. That's second out for the Reds. It's strikeout by DeLeon. We'll be able to do so with one other person. The news follows Halo Infinite's reveal at the Xbox Game Showcase, where fans of the franchise that began back in 2001 got their first look at the newest campaign. So that's actually interesting. But that won't be out until before the end of this year. Not until the end of this year, so. But I think Halo Infinite might be really good. But no one has to bet any case on that. Brings up shortstop Freddie Galvis. He has struck out and he has grounded out. He's 0 for 2. 0-1 count. Foul ball to right, strike 2. Save your data somewhere else with the best cloud storage.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2
so it's between that, and he struck him out looking, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for the Reds. Game 2 in Cincinnati. For the top of the 6th inning, Reds 2, Cardinals nothing. 2 up for the Cardinals. It's Andrew Kisner. The catcher, he struck out in third. He's 0 for 1. The 5-9 Cardinals need to get something going real quick. Find everything in Death Stranding with our interactive map. Huh. There's also the best Android tablets
in there, 0-1.
for streaming, gaming, and some extras. FIFA 21 has something going on. Ball at the bottom, 1-1. Phillies 10, Marlins 6 in Miami. We'll get to that in a second, guys. Comes in 1-1 coming up. Ball 2, 2-1. According to Jordan Olerman, goes on to say gameplay from FIFA 21. Next swing, 2 months, 2-2. Cubbies 5, Angels nothing in Chicago. Appears to have leaked onto Twitter, teasing some new features and an updated UI. Ball 3, 3-2. At FIFA 21 beta, Twitter account surfaced yesterday, posting a variety of clips and screenshots of the game. Struck him out to the right, and that's the first out for the Cardinals. 12 strikeouts by Squafany. He's looking really good on the mound for the 10-4 Reds. Not what the 5-9 Cardinals were expecting. Brewers 2, Dodgers nothing in LA. There'll be a pinch hitter. So bench hitting for the 5-9 Cardinals will be Paul Goldschmidt. 179, 2 ribbies. From the game to the platform. At FIFA EA Play, Watermark appears to move around the screen during the footage, suggesting that these clips may have been leaked from a preview event linked to EA's most recent showcase. Strike one of them inside the zone, 1-1. So there's actually a 10-second video on that. And a pop-up. First baseman's under it. He's got it. That's the second out for the Cardinals. Looks up Tommy Edman, the third baseman. 2 strikeouts. He is 0 for 2. How many likes do we have in the chat, guys? Let me see how well we're doing. Tigers 9, Twins nothing in Minnesota. Strike one to the left. And let me look at it.
Hey, you can tell by the look on that manager's face, he's obviously frustrated right now. But it's a long season. You're going to have a lot of ebbs and flows with your offense. Does he take a step back?
Do I play soccer?
No.
No.
Does he call a team meeting right after this one?
Morning, DW. How you doing? But I don't think I play soccer. I mean, the last soccer game I can remember was oh yeah, Paul, I did have you. Get about 3 likes. Can we get up to 5 in the chat? Swung him out again. That's the 3rd out for the Cardinals, and the side is retired. The 5-9 Cardinals haven't gotten a lot of their mojo, especially with 1 hit. Game 2 in Cincinnati, for the bottom of the 6th inning. Reds 2, Cardinals nothing. And a different pitcher. So the one that will be on the mound. So on the mound for the 5-9 Cardinals will be John Gant. John Gant making his 6th start of the season. He has 11 strikeouts to his credit. So basically, it has appeared that there has been changes made to the advantage system, as they can be seen in the image above on that. And the account shows a series of what appear to be updated player faces for Liverpool, Manchester City, and Real Madrid players. Other tweets show gameplay. With a Jeff Winger, struck out, he's 0 for 2. Here's the pitch by Gant. Swung on and missed, 0-1. Strike 1 actually. So far, no disconnection. That's pretty good. Ball 1 at the bottom, 1-1. Swung on and missed, 1-2. Well, this is actually expectedly similar to last year's edition and list of celebrations. The links appear to stem from a FIFA producer tour build of the game. And the title screen notes that this is a pre-release build of the game rather than a leaked demo. It's unclear from the footage whether this is a current gen or next gen version of the game itself. By the way, guys, I haven't played another FIFA game since the PSP, so I don't know much on that, but this is something that anybody would sell, most of us for sure. But I do remember playing my last FIFA game over the years. Ground ball to right center field. And that will be a single. So a single for the Reds. Although it looks strikingly similar to FIFA 20. Because Zoe Votto, first baseman, he has struck out and he has grounded out. He's 0 for 2. Runner at first, nobody out.
He's ready. Here's the first offering.
Ball 1 to the right, 1-0. Well, like I said, I used to play soccer on a different console, but I've never gone back to it. Foul ball to right, strike 1. I mean, FIFA is okay, but I'm not a big FIFA person. So we strike 2 up top, 1-2. As the runner will hold at first. Most likely in the order.
Winker aboard here at first with nobody out.
Ball 2. 2-2. Blues Ace 4, Rays 4 in Toronto. Swing and a miss. First out for the Reds. I mean, I'm not positive on that. The FIFA 21 will be coming out on my dad's birthday, so that will be on October 9th. So, I probably am not going to buy that, since I will be having some of my hands full on Tony Hawk Pro Skater 1 and 2, and Watch Dogs Legion on October 29th. So I will be putting a pre-order on that
Ready with the 0-1.
after I pick up Tony Hawk, so I can put it on approval on Watch Dogs Legion's dates,
Runner at first
and
one man out. Just
I
off the
think
outside
Cyberpunk's
that time,
dates,
laid off
but
for
that
a
won't be
ball.
until for a while.
They're going to probably stay away from this
Till for a
guy.
while
He's
at
got so
least.
much power, you don't want to miss
2 and
over
1
the
by
plate. But I think when pitchers
Gant,
try to beat
foul
you
ball to
cute
left,
on that
strike
outside
2.
corner, they might leak one a little bit inside, and this is where that guy would jump on it.
And now a
Struck him
slider
out.
in there for a called
Big
third
strikeout
strike,
looking.
And there are 2 gone now.
That's the second out
Back-to-back
for the
strikeouts
Reds.
now, as they've been unable to advance that leadoff single into scoring position.
Yeah, clearly no problem.
That'll bring in right fielder, a Rich ties, a Quinto. He singled twice, he has 2 for 2, and also drove in a run in Game 2 in Cincinnati.
Here comes the first pitch.
So you guys will have The Last of Us Part 2 tonight. As far as we know for Surf and Zombie. That's every 3 to 4 days a week. Baseball is 1 to 2 days a week. Since we're doing a little more better than last week. Swing and a miss, 1 and 2.
And it's strike 2. Swing and
Struck
a miss,
him
and that
out.
ends the inning.
Third strike, that's a strikeout, and the inning is
Reds
over.
lead 1. They're up 2-0.
We go to top of the 7th inning, Game 2 in Cincinnati. Reds 2, Cardinals nothing. By the way, guys, if you guys do want to share thoughts on the idol, you guys can vote Aladdin or the Greatest Showman. Aladdin's the one with 28, Greatest Showman is at 12. And you guys can see yourself through the IZN news going for tonight. You guys can see yourself news. Due up for the Cardinals is Con Wong, 1 for 2, a single in the 4th inning. The bullpen, Randall Iglesias.
Perfect time for this leadoff guy.
Ball 1 at the bottom, 1-0.
1 ball, no strikes to count.
We have about 4 likes. You guys are awesome. You guys are awesome from Zombie Gaming. I like that. That's a good thing. Ball 2, 2-0. Phillies 10, Mets 6. The final score in Miami.
You're probably going to get something right.
But it's all good. Yeah, The Last of Us Part 2 is tonight, and then I go back from 8 to 3 tomorrow, and then I'm off Wednesday. So I don't work 11 p.m. for a while. That's a good thing. Fly ball center field. We picked up defensively, and he makes the catch, 1 away for the Cardinals. Cubbies 6, Angels nothing in Chicago. Brings up Matt Carpenter, first baseman, guys. He struck out twice, he is 0 for 2. D-backs 3, Padres 1 in Arizona. His speed was 90 miles per hour.
I think he's one of the more underrated offensive players.
Ball 1 to the left, 1-0. Giants 1, Rockies 1 in San Francisco. You guys can see yourself news. Second swing too long, 1-1.
He most certainly did. It's a ball and a strike.
Speedy Edison, oh my. Ball 2, 2-1.
That time, 2-1.
The ball was way to the left inside the zone. 2-1 count. Second swing, good try, 2-2. Struck him out again. That's the second out for the Cardinals.
Matt, just about everything he's doing is working. All of his pitches, great command, great location. And the big key, with 2 strikes, he's attacking the zone.
Alright.
Now to the plate, Harrison Bader, 2 away in the inning.
Brings up Harrison Bader, left fielder. He has struck out and he has grounded out. He's 0 for 2.
Yeah, he has really found a groove on the mound, and it's been
Mir Garrett's in the bullpen for the 10-4 Reds.
He can keep this dominance up.
Strike 1 inside the zone, 0-1. League of Robert Stevenson and Amir Garrett in the bullpen for the 10-4 Reds today. Game 2 in Cincinnati.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Hit in the air down the right field
Foul
line.
ball to right.
And
Almost had a
no
diving
back
catch,
down.
but that's strike 2.
2 out, nobody on.
Royals 3, Indians 3 in Kansas City. 0-2 count. Struck him out at the bottom. Swung too late, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down for the Cardinals. We're bottom of the 7th. Reds 2, Cardinals nothing. Game 2 in Cincinnati. Due up for the Reds, second baseman John Vandermeer. Struck out twice, he's 0 for 2. Gant nods his head. Foul ball to left, strike 1.
Count. Here's the pitch.
Heavy fly ball to deep right center field.
Martinez has a read on it.
Gonna stay under cover, makes the catch. Real good catch. 1 out for the Reds.
So striding forward
Mix up
now,
Scott Schobler, 1 for 2 for double and throwing 2 ribbies. Game 2 in Cincinnati. Reds won the first one 3 to 2, I would assume. I can't recall from last week.
Look at ball 1-0.
I think so. I can't recall the last time. Alright. 1-0 count by Gant. Ball 2. 2-0.
Below the knees for a ball.
Two 2-0 count by Gant. Fly ball deep center field. And he makes the catch, out number 2 for the Reds. Pretty good catch.
The batter, the catcher.
That'll bring in the catcher Tucker Barnhart. He's 0 for 2 for strikeout, and he has flown out. Gant nods his head.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
Ball 1 to the right, 1-0.
Corner for a ball, 1-0.
All right. Strike 1 to the right, 1-1.
Gets the call.
Ball 2, 2-1.
The Reds catcher, now 2-1.
It's a 2-1 by Gant.
2 balls and 2
Strike 2
strikes
to
for
the
Reds
left, 2-2.
catcher. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. A swing and
That'll
a
be
shot down the corner.
Foul ball to
And
right in the
that's gonna wind up
stands.
hooking
Still
just a bit
2-2.
Foul, so a missed opportunity there. Hit to first.
Ground ball to first.
Carpenter has it.
And he gets back defensively right on time. The inning is over.
1, 2, 3 go the Reds. But
3
they're
up,
on
3
top
down
2
for
to
the
nothing.
Reds. Game 2 in Cincinnati. He's top of the 8th. Reds 2, Cardinals nothing.
Striding into the
Due up
box.
for the Cardinals is shortstop
We're in the
Paul
8th
Dezon.
now, and
Struck out
nothing's
twice, he's 0
changed
for
out
2.
there on the mound.
Oh, I've been very impressed.
5 and 9 Cardinals need to get something going quick.
Really sharp, and it's hard to know if it's had
Game
any
2 in
effect, but
Cincinnati.
getting that early lead from his offense could have really helped settle him in.
And the pitch.
Yes, the pitch coming up. Strike
And
1
he
to the
takes a
left,
called
0
strike,
1.
0-1.
Comes the 0-1 coming up.
High
Fly ball to right center field.
Looking up is the right
Racing
fielder.
back, and it's, see you later ball, it's gone. Solo shot to right center field, guys, and that'd be Paul DeZong. His second one
A
of the
solo
season.
shot here to straightaway right field as they
For
cut
the
the
5
lead
and
in
9
half.
Cardinals
It's
today, guys.
2-1
Look at
now.
that. And so far it's 2-1 Reds. Game 2 in Cincinnati.
Yeah,
Look
he
at it
was
one more
having
time.
0-1
Fly ball to
early in the
deep
game,
right center
striking
field.
out twice in 2 at-bats, but it only takes one swing
And
to
it's
get
gone.
back in the groove.
Paul DeZong with the solo shot to right center field.
Conference at the home plate
And here
area.
comes
So
the
over
manager
here,
for
you'll
the
see
10
a
and 4
double switch
Reds
here.
coming to the mound. And it will be it for him. A pretty good performance. On the mound for the 10 and 4 Reds is Raisel Iglesias. Iglesias with his 8th start of the season, 1-1 record, 2 saves. 4.76 ERA, with 8 strikeouts to his resume. 2-1 Reds. Game 2 in Cincinnati. Top of the 8th, nobody out. Pitch, strike 1. Brings up Tyler O'Neill. O'Neill's 0 for 2 with a strikeout twice. 0-1 count coming up. Check swing, strike 2.
No outs, nobody on.
Oh my.
Got him.
Struck him out too quick. 1 out for the Cardinals.
Next to his name in this one.
Throws the bat low slightly. Anthony Swampany for the 10-4 Reds, giving up 2 hits, 15 strikeouts with only 94. It's not bad. Here comes Jose Martinez, the right fielder. He's popped out and he has grounded out. He's 0 for 2. Top of the 8th, game 2 in Cincinnati. 2-1 Reds, 1 out.
First offering on its way.
Ball 1 at the bottom, sinker. Attendance today, guys, of the Iamacreator group, 20,820. Good attendance.
The 1-0
I would think so.
Now a swing and a
Foul
hard
ball
hit
to right,
grounder,
strike
but
1.
A foul ball, 1-1.
The ball was inside the middle.
Here's the 1-1 delivery.
And they pop up to right center field.
Shading to his right.
Racing back and makes the catch. That's the second out for the Cardinals. Here comes the catcher, Enzo Kinsa. Struck out twice, he's 0 for 2.
First pitch coming, here it is.
Ball into the right.
Here's a slider that's nowhere close, and it's 1-0.
Strike 1 at the bottom, 1-1.
2 out, nobody on.
Cubs 6, Angels nothing in Chicago. Ball 2.
Outside, 2-1.
2-1.
Well, that's a good pitch, but you have to get a little bit closer to the plate than that. That's that big sweeping slider. If it was a little closer, you might get a swing.
Hitters count now. Here's the 2-1. Hit hard to the
Foul
right.
ball to right, strike 2. 2-2.
Here now the 2-2.
And he struck him out, but good tries trying to swing it, and the inning is over. It's a replay by Paul DeZon, solo shot to deep right center field, and it's goodbye and gone. Game 2 in Cincinnati, for the bottom of the 8th, Reds 2, Cardinals 1. Due up for the Reds, center fielder Nick Sentel. Batting .357, 5 ribbies and 1 stolen base. Here's the pitch by Gant. Strike 1, 0-1. Strike 2 to the left, 0-2. Ball 1 at the bottom, 1-2. Nationals 2. Pirates 1 in Washington. As most of us have been last year. But New York City was actually the previous one. Struck him out at the bottom. Big strikeout. First out for the Reds.
People always talk about how important getting the leadoff man on base is, and it's true. So in the 8th inning of a 1-run game, that's a really nice job of attacking a hitter and sending.
That'll bring in shortstop Freddie Galvis. He struck out in the 5th. He's 0 for 3. Padres 4, D-backs 3 in Arizona.
Here's the first pitch to him.
Strike 1 at the bottom, 0-1.
Our pitcher's duel continues here. 2-1.
Comes the 0-1 by Gant. Strike 2, 0-2. Brewers 4. Dodgers 2 in LA. Gant nods his head.
Hit hard
Foul ball to right. Still 0-2. Ball 1 to the right, 1-2.
But it misses 1-2.
Foul ball to right, still 1-2.
Did a good job to get the bat on that one. The 1-2. And he fouls.
Foul ball to right again, strike 2. 1-2 with that offering. Here's the pitch once again. Ball 2, 2-2.
Strikes now.
Who's Ace 4, Rays 4 in Toronto. Foul ball to right, the same place, guys, and it's at 2-2.
The 2-2 one more time.
Foul ball to right. Pretty much that's another consecutive one, guys, and it's at 2-2.
Here's another 2-2. Lifted in the
That'll be fly ball center field.
O'Neill waits on it.
We're going to get under it and makes the catch. And that's out number 2 for the Reds. Here comes Jess Winger. Winker, excuse me. Left fielder, he's 1 for 3 for single in the 6th inning. I will be taking a cool shower after I'm done with this, guys. But I'll have some breakfast before then. Strike 1, 0-1 to the upper right. Like I said, you guys are awesome from Zombie Gaming. He's the best there is, the best there was, and the best there ever will be. From a line from WWE Hall of Famer Bret Hart. So, he's actually a 2-time Hall of Famer, with not just the only Hart Foundation, but himself as well, as he was actually a former entertainment champion in the wrestling business. Struck him out. The inning is over. 3 up, 3 down for the Reds. Game 2 in Cincinnati at the top of the 9th. Reds 2, Cardinals 1. And coming to the mound for the 10-4 Reds is Amir Garrett. 8th start of the season, 3 saves, 1.23 ERA, and 12 strikeouts. And also a different pinch hitter. Pinch hitting for the 5-9 Cardinals today, guys, in the chat is Yadier Molina. 122, 1 ribby. So Zombie will be live today around 12, so like I said, you guys will be in there with me, some of the others. But most of us will be in right on time, so. Because I don't see any other difference. But as far as my points channel goes, he's still at 23 apparently. I mean, he's been wanting to see if he were to come in with most of us. I mean, so far he's only been at 26. But he's only lost 3 supporters like a couple weeks ago, maybe last week. Struck him out late. And that's the first out for the Cardinals. But it's all good. I mean, my loves go, guys, in the chat is 200, maybe 300, perhaps. Back to the order, Tommy Edman, third baseman's 0 for 3, strikeout in the 6th. But I don't think it'll be a problem. We can still try to get her there with Zombie's help on that. Padres 5, D-backs 3 in Arizona. 1-1 count by Garrett. Ball 1-1 to the right. Fly ball to deep right center field. And he makes the catch, out number 2 for the Cardinals. The Cardinals are down to their final out. Last chance for the Cardinals without injections is Con Wong. Second baseman, singled in the 4th. He's 1 for 3.
First pitch of the at-bat.
Ball 1 to the left, 1-0. But as far as the trip for next year goes, guys, I do know we're not going to Texas. It's actually There's actually that other place, and actually, it's not Orlando, which that costs a lot of money due to the coronavirus, but I think, I forgot the name of that place again. I'm trying to figure that out. Most of us did talk about it in our advocacy group, but I forgot what the location is, what the name of it is. But I do know it will be in Tennessee. Not Texas, but Tennessee. But, you know, swing and a miss, strike 2, 2 and 2. Cardinals down to their final strike.
He's going to need to shorten up and get that foot down a little bit earlier if he hopes to be catching up to that fastball.
And now this crowd of around 24,000 supporters come to their feet. Now it's
ground ball center field, and that'll end it. That was the first, and he got him. And the Cardinals are down to 5 and 10. 5 and 10 Cardinals try to play catch up, but the 11 and 4 Reds take the 2 games with that sweep. Holy mackerel. So for the 5 and 10 Cardinals today, guys, Partizan was 1 for 3 for home run and a ribby. Conwang was 1 for 4. For the 11 and 4 Reds in Cincinnati and the state of Ohio, Scott Skolber had a double and 2 ribbies. He was 1 for 3. Quintel was 2 for 3. Jesse Winker had 2 strikeouts. He was 1 for 4. And Junior Suez was 1 for 3. So the Reds go up to 11 and 4 over the Cardinals to 5 and 10. 2-1, 5 hits and 2 hits. No errors in Game 2 in Cincinnati. 5 and 10 Cardinals had an opportunity to get it back up there, but 11 and 4 Reds held on. We'll wrap things up in a little bit. As we speak, we're going to simulate that. Let me see. Okay, simulate that. This next time it will be the 5 and 10 Cardinals. But I think you guys will have another episode of baseball on Wednesday, since I'm off today. 8-3 tomorrow, as you guys will have Borderlands 3. And that's still every Tuesday, Wednesdays. So on Wednesday, it will be Borderlands 3 and baseball. So The Last of Us Part 2, you guys will be excited to have that tonight. So that'll be good. As it will be the 5 and 10 Cardinals taking on the 5 and 11 Brewers and Milwaukee, Wisconsin, that 3-game series. The one that will be on the mound for the 5 and 10 Cardinals will be Zach Flattery. Has a 1 and 2 record, 27 strikeouts, 1.42 ERA. And also on the mound for Game 1 in Milwaukee this Wednesday, the 5 and 11 Brewers is Gio Gonzalez. 0 and 1 record, 19 strikeouts, 3.71 ERA. As far as the other teams go, we've got the Red Sox going up to 11 and 5 by 6 over the Orioles to 7 and 9 in Boston. The state of that is Massachusetts. 11 and 5, 12 hits, 6 hits, no errors.
Zach Wheeler,
well, let me look at this.
On the way to the win, leading the Metropolitans past the Braves 3-0. As of today, the Braves are in
still same thing.
In the NL East, while the Mets are atop
Hernandez with his very first win. The White Sox go up to 9 and 5 after 9 innings over the Yankees to 7 and 8 of the season in New York City. 3-2, 8 hits, no errors, 6 hits, and 1 error. Ivan Nova, first 2 wins, 2-0 start for the 9 and 5 White Sox. And Cologne with 6 save. The Rays, by 13 innings, go up to 10 and 6 victory over the Blue Jays to 5 and 11 in Toronto. 5-4, 17 hits, 2 errors, 12 hits, 1 error. Potes for the second win, well with his third save. The Phillies win by 4 up to 10, 6 and 8 over the Marlins down to 3 and 13 in Miami. Final score 10 to 6, 11 hits, 13 hits, no errors. Alvarez with his very first win. And I think the first name is Jose. Jose Alvarez. The Nationals got a victory by 1 up to 8 and 6 with 10 innings over the Pirates 6 and 9 in Washington. 2-1, 10 hits, 7 hits with 1 error apiece. Rodney up to 2-0 on the mound.
The Royals,
The
best of the
Tigers
visiting Indians,
went big up to 5-11, upsetting the Twins down to 9-4 in Minnesota. Final score 9-0 shutout, 9 runs to nothing, 9 hits, 3 hits, and no errors. Matthew Boyd with second win.
9-0. At the start of
The
day,
Royals
the Twins are leading the American
cut a
League
little bit
Central,
loose,
while
up
the Tigers
7-8
are at the bottom of the division.
over the Indians to
The
8-7
Astros
in
grabbed
Kansas
13
City.
hits in the game
4-3,
as they bested the
9
Mariners
hits,
in
7
Safeco
hits, and
Field,
no
8-6.
errors.
As of right
McCarthy
now,
up to a
Mariners
2-0
are in
start
fourth
for the
place in
7-8
AL
Royals this
and
season.
the Astros are
Ian
second
Kennedy
in the
with his
division.
5th save.
The Rangers
The
combined
Cubbies
for a
make it look
four-hitter
easy,
as they grab the
up
win
to
against the visiting
11-4.
Athletics,
So had another good
7-2.
game with the
Heading
Angels.
into the day, the
Cubs
Rangers
go up to
sit in third place in
11-4
the
over the
American League
Angels
West
to
Division,
12-4.
while the Athletics are at the
And
bottom of the division.
Chicago,
And that's our show
6-0
on this Jackie
shutout,
Robinson
14
Day.
hits, 4
Should be a
hits,
lot
and
of
no
great
errors.
games, as well as
Hugh Darvish
celebrations
for
of
his
the
very
great
first
number
win.
42. Talk to you again tomorrow.
The Rangers up to 8-7 by 5 runs over the A's to 6-14 in Texas. 7-2, 9 hits, no errors, 4 hits, no errors. Dorado with his first win, Leclerc with his 5th save. The Padres improved to 13-4. 13-4, guys. Over the D-backs to 4-12 in Arizona. 5-3, 12 hits, 7 hits, and only 1 error. This is actually not a big surprise. Quintero with his first win, Yates with his 8th save. The Giants get their 4th win of the season, up to 4-13 over the Rockies, down to 8-9 in San Francisco. 9-8, 17 hits, no errors, 15 hits, and 1 error. Smith, 2-0 start for the 4-13 Giants. The Astros move up to 11-5 by 2 over the Mariners to 8-10 in Seattle. 8-6, 13 hits, and no errors. McCullough for his very first win, Harris with his 5th save. The Brewers going up to 5-11 over the Dodgers to 11-6 in LA. 7-5, 11 hits, no errors, 9 hits, and only 1 error that time. Let's see how well we're doing. Still doing pretty good. Since most of us will be in zombies. Stream around 12. I think my point will be in that. I'm not 100% sure, but hopefully we can try to get her goes up there. Besides, he's only lost 3 supporters, but she's down to 23. But if anybody can get her there, most of us can get her there with zombie gaming around 12. Suter was first win, Coolio was 4th save. And the Go-Go Mets, brought to you by my buddy, a Red Sox fan, going up to 10-5 of the season over the Braves to 8-8 even in Atlanta, Georgia. 3-0 shutout, 5 hits, 1 error, 7 hits, and no errors. Zach Wheeler, his first win. Evelyn was 3rd save. So like I said, next time you guys will have another episode of MLB 19 this Wednesday. It's still 1 to 2 days a week for sure. Since you guys are still loving the format, I appreciate it. You guys are very entertaining and so awesome to begin with. Like I said, it will be Game 1 in Milwaukee this Wednesday. So 5-10 Cardinals taking on the 5-11 Milwaukee Brewers in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Zach Flattery will be on the mound for the 5-10 Cardinals. He has a 1-2 record, 27 strikeouts, 1.42 ERA. And also on the mound for the 5-11 Brewers in Milwaukee is Gio Gonzalez, 0-1 record, 19 strikeouts, 3.71 ERA. As far as the other teams go, we've got the 7-9 Orioles taking on the 11-5 Red Sox in Boston. Joined Means, 1-1, 6.28 ERA, versus David Price, 4.05 ERA. The 10-5 Mets taking on the 6-8 Phillies. David DeGrom, 2-1, 3.72 ERA. Zach Evelyn, 1-0, 5.40 ERA. 3-13 Marlins hosting 11-4 Cubbies. Kerry Hendricks, 2-0, 1.57 ERA. And then when we look at it one more time, let me see. Guys, we'll be getting more IGN news tonight. when we do a new episode of The Last of Us 2, as far as I know. Okay. Lopez, 4.32 ERA on the mound for the 3-13 Marlins in Miami. 9-4 Twins take on the 5-11 Blue Jays in Minnesota. Matt Shoemaker, 1-1, 8.04 ERA versus Romero, 6.30 ERA. 8-7 Razors taking on the 12-4 Angels in Texas. Jose Barrera, 1-1, 3.52 ERA, taking on Lynn, 1-1, 5.74 ERA. 9-5 White Sox hosting the 7-8 Royals in Chicago. Montgomery, 1-1, 4.30 ERA. Kopech, 4.50 ERA. 8-7 Indians taking on the 8-10 Mariners in Seattle. Corey Kluber, 1-1, 3.10 ERA. Taking on Melwan, 3.57 ERA. On the mound for the 8-10 Marlins. Not a huge matchup, guys. 11-6 Dodgers hosting the 11-4 Cincinnati Reds. Trevor Bauer, 1-0, 52 ERA. Taking on Ryu, 1-1, 3.24 ERA. That should be a good matchup. And the 8-9 Rockies taking on the 13-4 red hot San Diego Padres in San Diego. Freeland, 1-1, 6.35 ERA. Versus Garrett Richards, 2-0, 2.04 ERA. But there you go, guys. No standings today. We're going to wrap things up right about now. You guys will have The Last of Us Part 2 tonight. It's still 3 to 4 days every week. So I'll tell you a little bit more in a second. Hold up. Alrighty, guys, that's going to do it for me today. Thank goodness no disc ejections. Hopefully there's not a single one tonight when I do a new episode of The Last of Us Part 2. Guys want to check more, you guys want to see more MLB 19, managing the 5-10 Cardinals. Guys, we'll have a new episode this Wednesday with Borderlands 3. My next day off, like I said, my next day off is this Wednesday, so I always go back tomorrow from 8 to 3 basically, and I'm off the rest of today. So be sure to hit that red support button if you guys are new from Zombie Gaming or James Cox. You guys can also smash the like button. Stay connected, tweet it out, share them, comment, type it in. There's also anyone in the chat that does have a Twitter. If you guys do have a Twitter, you can do so by following me on Twitter, share your information with me. If you guys do want to find me on Twitter, let me know. Tweet me out, share me out, get it out there as good as you can. Of the Iamacreator group equals pay it forward and be rewarded. Will we watch our videos in full? Like them in full, share them, tweet them out, add them to a playlist, and never ask for support back in between. If you guys do want to vote for the idol, Alan's at 28, the Great Summon is at 12. My pun will not show up in the chat today, but I'm hoping she can come in with me and Zombie and many of the others that are so awesome and know how to grow. By normally paying it forward as always, guys. As always, going forward. Well, let me know if you guys want to vote for the idol. But either way, that'll wrap things up for this morning. Tonight will be The Last of Us Part 2. So I want to say thank you DW, Nico, and Paul Guerrero. Paul Guerrero is actually another moderator. I'm keeping it at 64, guys, no more than that. But I don't think I'm going to decrease it. So we're pretty much good to go. But alrighty, guys, have a good morning. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you all enjoyed. Stay cool out there. Drink plenty of water. Because we're going to be expecting some good rain this afternoon. Which a lot of us are expecting that crap to happen. So, This is actually a 90% sense, so we'll be good to go. I'll see you guys tonight with a new episode of Last is Part 2. Same time, same channel. Be good to one another, be kind to one another, and love one another. Till next time, this is AD signing off. I'll see you guys tonight, same time, same channel, and I will see you guys till then. Have a good morning, guys. And I'll see you guys in the next one.